Channel Duncan Enterprises Inc. presents The Adventures of Flippy and His Friends. Episode 6, A Day in Court.
Oh yes, the court is now in session. The Honorable Judgment all splendid pass opening.
First case.
The City vs. Cuddles.
What's the charge?
Assault and burglary.
How do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
In the case, I sentence you to 30 days. Put him in a dry cell. Next case.
Flippy vs. Mime.
Flippy, what charge do you bring against Mime?
Perjury, Your Honor.
And what evidence do you have to prove your case?
I charge that Mime on many occasions he was an asswipe every time I called him an asswipe.
Your Honor, Flippy's charge is frivolous.
Order. Continue, Flippy.
And I say that Mime's denials are blatant lies, because he was born an asswipe, which is what he is, and he can't change what he is.
Your Honor, that's not true.
Objection.
Order. Continue.
And furthermore, he refuses to admit he's an asswipe. Therefore, I've charged that Mime is guilty of perjury.
I am not.
You are too.
I am not.
You are too.
Order in the court. Does the plaintiff wishes to call any witnesses?
Your Honor, I call Petunia to the stand.
Petunia, will you please take the stand?
I will, Your Honor.
This case is the waste of time. Everybody knows I'm innocent.
Take it easy, Mime. We will have our chance.
Petunia, I trust you are familiar with litigants in this case.
I am.
And you have a relationship with Flippy.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
And you know about the unknowing view between Flippy and Mime.
I do.
Objection. This is the court of law, not a wedding ceremony.
Overruled. Continue with your testimony, Petunia.
Thank you, Your Honor. The other day Flippy and I were on the beach when Mime walked up to us and kicked sand in Flippy's face.
Objection.
Overruled. Continue.
Flippy objected to having sand kicked in his face. So he grabbed a water bucket, scooped up some water from the ocean, and threw the water in Mime's face.
Tattletale.
Flippy said, and I quote, "Cambridge made him. How do you like them apples, you asswipe?" And laughed.
And I might add, Your Honor, that only an asswipe can kick sand in people's faces on the beach. Therefore, that is our case.
Thank you. You may stand down now. Would the defense care to call any witnesses?
Your Honor, I call Giggles to the stand.
Did I do okay, Flippy?
You did good, Petunia.
Flippy and Petunia's story sounds very amusing. There is some truth to their story. We were spending a day on the beach, and yes, Mime did kick some sand in Flippy's face and Flippy retaliated by bouncing Mime in seawater.
Which is just what this asswipe deserves.
Well, boys will be boys.
After that, Mime asks Flippy why he threw seawater in his face. Flippy said something that made Mime angry, and they got into a fight.
And then what happened?
Petunia and I called the lifeguard over and she ordered Flippy and Mime to stop fighting or she'd throw them off the beach.
Good thing I had my first aid kit with me.
Mime can dish it out, but he can't take it.
She must be a very strong lifeguard.
First time I saw anybody give two guys a wedgie with the same finger at the same time.
I knew I should have grabbed a whistle from that dirty beach bitch and thrown her into the ocean when I had the opportunity.
Wouldn't you have felt silly if the lifeguard hadn't carried her whistle with her?
I wasn't talking about the whistle.
I think we have a clear picture of the events that led to these trial. This court stands in recess while I review the case. I have gone over the records of the litigants in this case. I have no doubt that Flippy and Mime have given to name-calling, fielding and throwing tantrums. But just because one person calls another dirty name doesn't necessarily make it so. In my judgment, no case of perjury exists, and I shall rule, therefore, that the charges against Mime be dropped. Case dismissed. Court adjourned.
How about that, Giggles? We won.
See, Mime? I knew we'd do it. Let's go out for lunch.
Flippy, why do you look so sad?
The court didn't see things my way. I'd still say mime is an ASSWIPE.
But did you hear what the judge said? Just saying someone is an ASSWIPE doesn't make it so.
I guess you're right, Petunia. But I do have a bone to pick with that judge.
Haven't you had enough for one day?
That's just it. I won't let mime's innocence ruin me.
I know how you feel, Flippy. Like Mick Jagger's good one thing. You can't always get what you want. Let's go home. You could use a little rest.
I agree, Petunia. But no matter what a court of law can say, no matter how well mime behaves, I still say he's an ass.